All right, guys, what's going on? It is time to talk Jobber Radio Prediction League, the JRPL. We got tables, ladders, and chairs 2017 coming up immediately by the time I'm posting this video. I'm talking it is coming up right here, right now, and fast. Kind of some big news happened. There was a couple major changes to the TLC card, and unfortunately, I just wiped everybody's predictions that I think there was like 20-some people that posted their predictions, and unfortunately, I had to wipe those clean to make way for the Kurt Angle addition to the card. Also, Bray Wyatt dropped out, Finn Balor came in, and I had to redo some of the bonuses a little bit. So I wiped everybody out of the card. So as of me recording this, it is currently like around 1 o'clock Eastern time. I haven't checked lately, but these are the names of people. From the last time I looked, Wookie was the last person to make his picks. If you do not see your name on this list, that means I scrapped your picks because they were the old, it was for the old card, and you have to redo them. Sorry about that. At least it happened on Friday, so it gave us a little bit more time. But again, out of our power, people got sick apparently, so the card had to be shuffled around because Kurt Angle is now in the main event. So that's the first big announcement right before we get into the card and about what happened at Hell in a Cell. So that's the big thing. Go click and see if your picks are in. If they're not, boom, redo them. That's it. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about what happened at JRPL Hell in a Cell real quick. We're talking 2017 here, folks. Main event, I almost said it. I almost said the word. I'm trying to keep these a little more clean. No contest between John, the world champion, and Jut9, the guy who's been absolutely red hot in a Hell in a Cell match. One of the first of two. The first one, actually, technically, if you want to talk about going up the card, technically it was the tag team title match. But one of the first two Hell in a Cell matches ever. These guys ended up with -2 points apiece, which is really weird because if you look down on the other match, 96-45. These guys put up the Warden and Beer Me Jesus put up absolute monster numbers, and the main event, these guys put up -2, so it was neck and neck. It was a rough night, and there's going to be an announcement a little bit about the title matches in the JRPL, every title match, so stay tuned to later on in this video for that. But big time, basically what happened in the Hell in a Cell match. If you want to go down to the bottom of the card and read the write-up, I'm just going to give a little short summary in case you didn't do it, but there's a lot more details, so go in there and check it out. First of all, Jut9 speared John through the side of the cell. They ended up going to the top of the cell. Out came the Solution, represented by John, and then out came the Regulators, who have been feuding with the Solution. They also were trying to kind of help Jut out and beg. Both teams were begging them to step off the side of the cage because Jut9 had John right where he wanted him, and he was threatening to take him off the side of the cell. And next thing you know, boom, he did, threw John down, went flying through a table, body a mangled mess, and then, of course, the Solution acted and threw Jut9 off the cell, and he went flying through the other commentator's table. Both guys laid out. That's what led to the no contest. Neither guy could continue in the match, and that's how it went down, kayfabe style. That's how it went. So some cool write-ups if you go down and read the details. It's some fun stuff that we like to do here in the JRPL. Makes it more than just, hey, here's my picks, did I win? So anyway, moving on, we had a Hell in a Cell tag team title match. This was the Regulators putting their titles up for the first time, and it was against the Solution. And guys, look at that. It ended up being an achievement for both the Warden and Beer Me Jesus. A squash match, 96-45. Again, if you go read the write-up, we had a cool little ending where Beer Me Jesus, he hit his Razor's Edge finisher on 3J Platinum through a table, and the Warden, who scaled the inside of the cell, moved over to the middle of the cell and kind of fell down with a frog splash right after going through the table onto 3J Platinum. Ended up pinning him because Crimson Cyborg was chained to the ring post and was unable to help his partner. And if you remember, Crimson Cyborg was coming to this match, again, kayfabe hurt, minus 10 points because he no-showed the last event. So Moving on here, we had Super Hippo once again. He is still the top block champion, folks. Once again, gets another win, defending his title, this time against Jay Scott, who attacked him on the last show. And that's going to send Jay Scott, unfortunately, back in the back of the line. To the back of the line, my friend. 10 points. All you got to do is work your way back up. Who knows, maybe he could find himself another route and maybe take a shortcut or two. We will see. And then the match that did not happen at the last show because Bastion did no-show. And since there was no title match, Bastion is not penalized as far as points go. Now, if you are a champion and you no-show a match, you will defend your title on the next show, and you will have a point deficit, a penalty of minus 10 points. But anyway, we got Bastion versus Tino, and Tino was coming to the match, even though both of these guys are main eventers. Tino was the favorite. He's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's only lost once, and he already beat Bastion at our very first show, NXT TakeOver Chicago. And guess what? Boom, Bastion ended up getting the upset victory by a mere 2 points in a hardcore match. That ended up netting him a trophy for winning his first hardcore match. And guys, Tino, member of the Solution, cannot be happy with that one. But that's another big victory for the Regulators, I guess. I mean, Bastion's not part of the Regulators technically, but he's on Team Regulators, which, you know, go back down here and read again. You're going to see a little big preview for Survivor Series. We have the teams, the battle lines have been drawn. 5-on-5, Team Solution versus Team Regulators. Bastion is on that team. And another guy on the team, Captain Charisma, defended his title against Buck N5. And look at that score, 16 to -41. That is another squashed achievement. I almost said trophy. Squashed achievement, winning by more than 25 points because, wow, Buck N9 had the worst night of her JRPL career, I guess we'll say. And it was a death match, folks. So that means if you get a match wrong, you lose double the points. You can't afford to lose matches in death match rules. So Captain Charisma ended up getting the win. And Buck N5, the insult to injury there was she had duplicating confidence points, which really hurt her. So, guys, double check confidence points. If you're already a member of the roster, I am going to take those points. If I see it, I will announce it on Twitter saying, hey guys, so-and-so, you had duplicating points. You need to redo your picks. And I did do that for Buck N9, unfortunately, or Buck N5. Unfortunately, she did not see the picks, or the post, I guess, and she did not get to resubmit her picks, so we accepted her picks with duplicating points. Now, if you're a new member to the roster and you have duplicating points, you're just not going to be added to the roster. I'm not going to bring you in with an automatic loss. Not saying it's always going to be an automatic loss, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and not put you on the card. But if you're a current member, you know the rules. I'm sorry, guys, you're gonna be put in the card. So moving on, Modstep versus TB666. Another narrow victory here on the card. 2-point victory, Modstep. Both of these guys, we're talking main eventers, upper level guys. They're right at the top. Modstep just had a world title match, fell short to John, and gets a big win or big rebound win here. And we're going to talk about him in another high-profile match coming up a little bit later. Then we had the #1 contender match for the Top Block Championship. Triple threat rules here. Gords defeated the Shockmaster. Oh, hi, Joey. Look at those points, guys. Decisive win there for Gords, who's going to go on to face Super Hippo. We're going to see if he can do it again. We're going to see if Super Hippo can yet again defend his title, which he's done, I think, 3 or 4 times already. So that's impressive. And then we had Woody, member of the Solution, taking on the, I guess, the 5th guy that I haven't mentioned yet of Team Regulators. So we had a Team Solution versus Team Regulators guy, one-on-one here, and Woody did get the win. The leader of the Solution, Woody, did get the win. He's been kind of struggling as of late, but this could be a big swing in momentum for not only him, but the Solution as well. And then here it is. This is it. This is the match. Guys, I shouldn't have hyped it up on the last video. I had to build it up and say I was 5 wins in a row, and if I win this, this will be my 6th win in a row, and it's going to be against Peanut, and then I'm going to come challenge for a title, and wouldn't you know it, son of a bee, Peanut got the win, 25-21. He beat me by 4 points there. So, hey, Peanut, good job. Congrats. But I challenged him to a rematch at TLC, which we're going to get into. And that is a #1 contender match for the Ultraviolent Championship. One of us are going to go challenge for that Ultraviolent title at some point. So we'll see how it goes. And then we had Redhead 12 going against Jonathan C.T. Martin. Definitely struggling, Jonathan C.T. Martin is, but this was a big chance for him. Unfortunately, he only put up 18 points and fell to Redhead 12, who just suffered their first loss. She lost to Super Hippo for the title. So, again, this was Jonathan C.T. Martin's chance. He lost, and if you go read the write-up, which I'm going to mention that several times because you need to do it because I put a lot of time into that. So, anyway. After the match, Jonathan C.T. Martin, he's been furious as of late because he's been losing match after match, struggling here and there, and he just beat the absolute trash out of Redhead 12 after the match, and that is going to be leading to a match coming up again that we're going to talk about. And then we had the Green Machine defeated Crofty in a night. This is just, these guys are both in the middle of the pack, and look how close the match was. 35-34, 1 point victory. That's as small as you can get, folks. The Green Machine, who literally is that guy. He is, when I think of who wins one, loses one, wins one, loses one, that's the Green Machine. He got another win against a tough opponent, a former Ultraviolent champion. So Crofty is going to fall a little bit further down, and Green Machine's going to get a high-profile match coming up. Let's see if he can get back-to-back wins. And then wouldn't you know it, the Outsiders picked up their first win against Rab and Matt Zion in a tag team action. Oh, is that their first win? Oh my God, I think. Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot. I think it is. I've done so much working on the website lately, I can't recall. But either way, they got the win over the Jobber Radio host, the other host, Matt Zion and Rab, the originators, I guess you can say. 56-42. So we got the Outsiders looking good against the originals, the Jobber Radio originals there. And then moving on, we got I was about to say Ohio for some reason. Otis and Wookie defeated the Awesome-Headed. Okay, here we go. I've been talking too much. I need to slow it down. The Awesome-Hooded motherfuckers. There it is. AHMF, Spring Tigers, and GMSG. Another narrow victory here on the card. 3 points, 57-54. Guys, this match right here, basically, I was going to have the winner of these two matches right here face off in the #1 contender match later on. But since this match was just so close, and actually a lot of the guys on the card discussed it, they wanted to make it a triple threat match, which you'll see later. So they're asking for it. I was going to make it a 2-on-2, but everybody was asking for a 2-on-2-on-2, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm not going to get too much in-depth into the rest of the card. I'm just going to go over quick highlights because we're getting long already on this thing. Vitamin Yes, the struggling Vitamin Yes, picked up a win over Broken Nerd, 32-29. Victory Green picked up a win over Cross, 37-26. Alaska Brown, my good buddy Alaska Brown, got the win over Tom. Good for you, Brown, because he's really had a tough time lately. So big win for him. I'm pretty sure he was excited about that. Ash defeated Accelerator 27 by 10 points there. Kind of a low night. Slow night for Accelerator 27, only 19 points on the night. So big win for Ash. And then Legit Boss 2K, who went, as soon as she lost to me, she went on Twitter and like, oh, I suck at this. I need to just give up. And then she got a big triple threat win here against Junction, a struggling Junction, and Peanut is my bitch 69, who really, I mean, he's been up and down, I guess, as of late. But what a win here. 27-19-18. She got a big win. And I went back and looked. She's won 3 of her last 4 matches. She lost to me, but yet she's complaining on Twitter. Come on. Come on, Legit Boss. Come on. You're doing absolutely fine. And then Banksy went to a no contest with Tagaby. I actually booked a rematch coming up later on. Not at TLC, but I believe I believe it's at the TakeOver show. We'll see later on. But 25-25, these guys battled to a no contest. No one got the win there. And then the Finn fell to CM Carlito, who I'm telling you guys, you keep plugging away and you're going to get some success. CM Carlito started out at we're talking, I'm just going to say it, bottom of the barrel, but he is working his way up. He's been raking in some good wins, and he's moving his way up the card, and he's going to be leaving this bottom of the card soon if he keeps pulling in these wins. He got the win 31-25. And then we had Sparkman, who I didn't know he was going to come back to the JRPL. He showed up a long time ago. I think it was at it might have been at Battleground, I think was his last show, which was several months ago. And then out of nowhere, he submits his picks, which is awesome. Glad to have you back. I hope you show up. I hope you continue to show up. But unfortunately, you did fall a little short here to Joe Blow and the newcomer, Bionic Knee. So originally, this was going to be Joe Blow versus Bionic Knee, but then Sparkman showed up, and I'm like, you know what? Let's throw him in. Let's make this a triple threat match. And boom, there it is. Joe Blow ended up getting the victory there. And then we had two other newcomers. Okay, here, let's see if I can get this. Dustani, I guess. Dustani got the win over Machine 84 by the score of 23-15. So we had three newcomers on the show. Dustani, Bionic Knee, and Machine 84. Three new guys submitting their picks. And this ended up being our biggest show so far. We hit over the 60 mark, guys. So we're continually growing here. Slowly but surely, we're moving on up. Now, let's not get too high because this is a lot of work. So let's keep it in this range, okay? I mean, of course I want to grow, but man, the more we pile in, the more work it is. So we'll see how big we get. But I still am excited that we keep breaking the I guess you want to say the record for the most people on the show. So we're going to see if it happens at TLC, which we're about to go over right now. So if you hover over the Prediction League, click on events, and we're going to look at the card for TLC. And look at this guy right here. Kurt Angle has been the replacement. So here we go. The main event is a 3-on-3, a 6-man tag match. We got the Regulators, the three members of the Regulators, Crimson Cyborg, 3J Platinum, Captain Charisma, going against the three members of the Solution, Woody, John, and Tino. So, and this is a hardcore match, meaning if you get a match wrong, you're going to lose points. So, with 6 guys in this match, 3-on-3, and when you lose points, no telling what is going to happen. This is going to be a really good match as far as there's no telling what is going to go down in this main event. So I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys are too. But of course, this is all building up to this whole as we go towards Survivor Series, Team Regulators versus Team Solution. They've been feuding for a while, so this is going to be just another chapter, and we're going to see another one as we move down the card. We have Super Hippo taking on Gourds, who won that triple threat match. So we're going to see how Gourds does and if he can finally topple the almost unstoppable Super Hippo right now. And if you look at the card, you notice that is the only title on the line. So we're going to see what happens here and see if there's the title change at TLC. And then we have the Solution, the tag team champions, going up against Bastion and Cam Popplestone. Now, Bastion and Cam Popplestone are not a tag team, but they are a part of Team Regulators. So we're going to see how they go up against the tag team champions in a non-title match. The titles are not on the line here. So this is just for momentum going towards Survivor Series. And then here it is. I was talking about this earlier with Modstep. Big match here. Jut 9 versus Modstep. Jut 9 just had a no contest. He fell off the cell at Hell in a Cell and did not get the loss. He did not lose to the world champion, but he did not win. He did not beat John. So he did not get his chance, and he's not immediately getting a rematch. He's going to have to earn it because in the JRPL, you got to earn everything. And even though he's been unstoppable, he's going against Modstep, who is just as good. Guys, I'm telling you, these two guys can tear it up on the card. If this was this is pretty much could steal the show. Let's just say that. This could steal the show right here. I'm just going to say it. So moving on, we got a death match between Redhead 12 and Jonathan C.T. Martin. As I said, this is a rematch from Hell in a Cell. Jonathan C.T. Martin took the loss against Redhead 12, but attacked her after the match and you know what? Redhead 12 came straight to me immediately on Twitter and said, you know what? That ain't going to fly. I want a rematch, and I want it to be a death match. So, boom. I said, hey, JRPL, you know what? I like when people come to me and try to request matches. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but guess what? If there's nothing planned, sometimes it does. So here it is, rematch time. Redhead 12 gets her request. We're going to have a rematch in the death match. Then, triple threat ladder match. We don't have a TLC kind of rule, you know, in the JRPL. So this is kind of like that, I guess. This is the TLC kind of match for the JRPL. It's a ladder match with the #1 contendership for the tag team titles on the line. It's got awesome-headed motherfuckers, the GMSG and the Spring Tigress versus Otis and Wookie versus the Outsiders. The winner of this will go on later to face a solution at, I believe it's NXT. Let me scroll on down here. Yes, at NXT War Games. So we'll see how that goes. Good luck to all these guys. Again, ladder match, anything could happen. All you got to do is get 5 picks in a row. And, I mean, there's 7 matches on the card, so best of luck to you guys. And then here it is. As I already said, I lost a Peanut. I lost my opportunity for a title, but I have one more chance. And you know what? Peanut has a chance too. He's pulled out some big wins so far in his career, so we're going to see if he can get another one over me, which ain't going to happen. Excuse me. I know I built it up before, but not. I swear to God, I'm going to just fucking destroy Peanut here. Sorry. See, I'm getting worked up. But it is a death match because that's how I like to roll. I want to be the death match guy. I want to end up getting. I want that ultraviolet title. All right, I'm coming for you, Captain Charisma. So all I got to do is get through this little ball-headed SOB here. So moving on, we have the Green Machine versus Legit Boss. Both of them coming off of big wins at Hell in a Cell. We're going to see who gets a big win and moves up the card. Possible getting close to title contention between these two. We'll see how it goes. And then Crofty, who needs a win, going against TB666. Both of these guys have been doing really well, but have got some losses as of late. So we're going to see who can get the rebound win here. And what you know what? I told you he's working his way up the card. This may be CM Carlito's first time on the main card, not counting house shows, just on the main card on a main show, WWE or NXT. He made it, and he's going against Junction, who is looking, I think Junction's lost his last 5 matches. So this could be primed for CM Carlito to get a win, his first win on the first main card. Wow, somebody's got to be rooting for CM Carlito here, and it may just be me. But going on here, onto the undercard, we got Peanut is My Bitch going against Jay Scott, who just came off that loss. That shows you guys, if you get a big loss, you're going to drop down the card quite a bit. And Jay Scott, unfortunately, landed in the kickoff show against Peanut is My Bitch, who did not perform well at Hell in a Cell. And then we have Oh Hi Joey versus the Shockmaster. Both of these guys lost in the triple threat match against Gourds. They lost their opportunity at that Top Lock Championship match. So we're going to see who can get a win here. And then Banksy versus Joe Blow. There was a little bit of, here's a little insider for you. I don't think I've said this before, but I think it was at SummerSlam. Yeah, it was at SummerSlam. I had Banksy versus Scott, I believe was the match. Joe Blow got it. Something happened. His picks glitched, and he got his picks in a little after the deadline, but before the show started. But he did submit his picks earlier. Now, he was added to the show, and I unfortunately had to put him into a match, and that turned Banksy versus Scott match into a triple threat match, and Banksy blew me up on Twitter, not happy about it. And Scott did go on to win that match, but you know what, Banksy? Hey, this is you and Joe Blow one-on-one. This is your one-on-one match against the guy that he made you mad. It was his fault, not mine. Okay, so take your frustrations out on him at TLC right here. And then we got Ash going against Alaska Brown, my personal friend of mine, Alaska Brown. I hope this is going to be a good match. You both got a big win at the last show. We're going to see who moves on. Alaska's been struggling, but every time he gets a win, I pop a little bit. I get a little excited. But Rab going against Broken Nerd. Again, Rab showing signs of, besides not giving a damn about anything we do on Jobber Radio, we'll see. We'll just see. That's pretty much all I got for that match. Broken Nerd, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. And we got a triple threat match here on the undercard. I put Sparkman in. I'm hoping he shows up again. He may not. This may end up being a Tom versus the Finn match, but I'm hoping Sparkman shows up and we have ourselves a nice little triple threat match here. But in case he doesn't, we'll just have a one-on-one match between Tom and Finn. And these two guys, Finn is one of the newer guys on the card besides the brand new guys, and he's kind of looking for a second win. He's trying to get some momentum going underneath his belt. So we're going to see how it goes there. And Vitamin Yes, who did pick up the upset win at Hell in a Cell, going up against Dustani? I don't know how to pronounce that. The new guy who's 1-0 now in the JRPL. We're going to see if it was a fluke or if maybe Vitamin Yes's win was a fluke. We'll see who's going to get the win here. And then moving on, Matt Zion. Man, look at him all the way at the bottom of the card here. Going against Buck N5, who put up a negative 41-point score at the last show. She's got to redeem herself here. No hardcore match, no ultraviolet match, no death match, whatever. It's going to be straight up, all in the positives here at Buck N5. So let's see if she can put up monster points and get in the positives and make up for that big deficit that she had at the last show. And then Tagaby versus Cross, closing out near the bottom of the card. Tagaby is kind of fallen from grace just a little bit, but he's always on the cusp of getting back in there. He's been putting up good numbers, and we're going to see if he can get a win against Cross, who has just straight up been struggling. But as you can see, this guy right here made it up after hard work and dedication, so it can happen to anybody. Accelerator 27 versus Victory Green. Victory Green got a big win at the last show. I really didn't have a match for him, so I've kind of put him against somebody who he hasn't fought yet, which is Accelerator 27. Nothing special about this match, guys. It's just who's going to go in there and who's going to want it more and get the win. And cards subject to change. For some reason, I still have Salami Slinger on here. She's no-showed the last, 3 shows. But the thing is, that is the Shockmaster's girlfriend. So, I mean, all you got to do is be like, hey, you want to make your picks again? And, I mean, she'll be on the card. Now, if there was no contact, I wouldn't even put her on here. But I'm hoping, giving her the benefit of the doubt, hopefully she'll show up again. And then we got the newcomer, Bionic Knee. We got the newcomer, Machine 84, and then brand new, we're talking, these guys have yet to debut, but they've already made their picks for TLC. Hito Shin Mozas, I don't know how to pronounce that. Mozas. Hito Shin Mozas. Yep, Moses. I'm gonna call him Moses. And Breaker. So what we're gonna do here, as long as I know Bionic Knee has already showed up, so if Machine 84 has not yet. So this is what we're going to do. Nothing's official because we're still up in the air yet, but I know Hito is going to face Breaker. That's going to happen. And then if Machine 84 shows up, he will face Bionic Knee on the underneath this match at the opening of this show. So that's what we're looking at. Again, card subject to change. So we'll see how this ends up shaking out. And who knows? We could have some even more guys show up. And we'll add them to the card too. That's the thing. If you're watching this for the first time, post your picks, guys. You will be added to the show no matter what, even if you don't see your name on here. So that's pretty much it. That is TLC 2017. There was a lot of drama, a lot of shakeup with this card, but maybe, just maybe, we're going to have ourselves a regular show here, and it's not going to screw everything up. So there's a lot on the line. I'm not going to go into Bound for Glory or War Games, or even if you want to go down just a little quick teaser, I added Survivor Series. Look at that. I already got in there, Solution versus the Regulators. That is going to be our main event. We're talking Survivor Series match elimination style. So that is what we're looking at. I just wanted to add one rule that I said I would mention later on. From now on, starting at TLC, moving forward, if you're in a title match in the JRPL, your picks, whenever we post the, let's go to the homepage here. Whenever we post everyone's picks so you can follow along, if you are in a title match, the champion or contender, you will have your picks hidden until, let's see, I think, yeah, Super Hippo has posted his picks. As you can see, picks are hidden until the show deadline due to a title being on the line. So seeing how there's a title on the line, We're going to try to take away the element of maybe copying somebody's picks. And like, if you're the champion, for example, I'm not saying anybody would do this. I'm just saying we want to eliminate anyone from potentially trying to cheat in the JRPL. If you are the champion, say Super Hippo was a dirtiest player in the game, and he saw Gord's picks already, he could just copy the same exact picks and ensure him a win. You know, that's not cool. So not saying he would, Again, this is just hypothetical. We're just taking this away so it's all fair at the end of the day. These are only title matches. The picks will be hidden until the deadline. Then everybody's picks will be revealed. So, again, I will put your name on here so you see your name to know I have your picks. So right now, as you can see, I don't have Gord's picks as of me recording this right now. So there you go. But Superhero's picks are in. They're just hidden. Just a little, add that in so everybody knows. We're just trying to make it a little more fair because there has been some requests for that kind of rule. So we're making that a thing. And you know what else we made a thing, guys? Jobber Radio launched on Discord. Click this bad boy right here. Read the little write-up because there's some good information there. I talk about what this could mean for the JRPL and that this is not just for the JRPL. This is for just Jobber Radio in general, our YouTube channel. So we want our viewers, our fans, everybody come in, chat, talk about the podcast, talk about Best in the Business. We have a Best in the Business series that we do that's a lot of fun. We have Booking Blunders. We have a bunch of different shows that we would love to talk to you guys about on there. And yes, we can get on there and talk about stuff in the comment section, but this will be real-time chatting on Discord, guys. And you can even catch us sometimes in there for the shows, live chatting. And, you know, hey, voice chats too if you guys want. It's all possible on Discord. Click this little image right here, and it'll take you to the server. You sign up. If you don't know what it is, it's super simple. Put in your email, create an account, boom, it's done. It's super easy. I tried it out. I'm new to Discord myself, but it's easy. It's simple. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of possibilities that we can do with Discord. We hope you guys sign up. Quite a few people have already done it. I've been chatting with a lot of people in there already, and it's good time. Good time so far, and it just launched yesterday. So, all right, guys, that is it. TLC 2017, we're talking right around the corner. Best of luck, everybody. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. Either way, we hope you have fun, and we'll see you guys on the next video and on the next JRPL event. See you guys.